we've got a pin zone here, the market maker's bid post-pin. And then we've got a pin zone here, the market maker is offered post-pin. So obviously the fact that the market maker went offered post-pin gives me a short sell away from the pin zone. Whereas coming away from the pin zone here, I was able to buy for the press, buy for the press, buy for the press into the pin zones. So in other words, the market maker, the max, called the perfect pin zone reversal, didn't it? Which is kind of a crazy thing that when you think about it, and it's very similar to this pin zone. It looks like it could be a good buy trade. The price comes out with a parallel shift, but the market maker is on the sell side of the parallel shift. So I'm always aware of possible absorption liquidities at the top edges here. And sure enough, the market makers have pushed the price back towards the bottom edge. So if you were bullish value, then that was exactly what you were expecting to see happen. So Max was able to get you the perfect narrative at the perfect price. Now, obviously, the perfect trade, maybe not against this parallel shift, as was mentioned and asked by Dennis earlier. But certainly post that trade area there, perhaps in here, you got a very strong sell side opportunity with the market maker dominating sell side post pin and taking the price back down into that sell side liquidity. So lots and lots and lots and lots of good stuff going on in there. Obviously, yesterday's max dispersion trades were almost unbeatable. Made a killing on that. 5 contracts on that could have made you, well, just simply a huge amount of money. Huge amount of money yesterday on the max dispersion trade. So let's hope we get another great day again today, and we'll see how we get on. The dollar index, well, the same storyline has been true again today. We've chatted about it yesterday. And, you know, the thing about the dollar index narratives that we talked about yesterday is that it helps to identify equity directionality. It helps to identify a bit of an equity bias on a trade, right? So, for example, if I'm buying euro dollars here because the euro dollar basket's higher and the euro dollar is lower, that means the US dollar is too high. So if the US dollar's too high, then what's going to happen is, of course, we're going to be selling dollars. Well, if we're going to be selling dollars, you'd imagine the equity market will rally. Well, there's the equity market right there. And even at a higher price, equities continued to rally. Now, what happened in here that changed everything? Well, what happened in here was that we started to see a sell on the euro dollar. If we're starting to see a sell on the euro dollar, your gut feel is that there's a buy on the dollar, and therefore any rally now should be a sell opportunity on equities. So we get a rally, you get a sell on equities, and the equity price starts to drop out again. So, and obviously since then, the euro dollar's been selling, equities have been selling, and there hasn't really been a real clear change in the bottom edges here on the euro dollar narrative. So if you just follow this on its own, you'll start recognizing there's some crazy good tradable opportunities to trade just by recognizing what the dollar is going to be doing next. It's almost a GRT type narrative, almost a GRT type narrative that you can take advantage of by watching carefully. And obviously a good thing about it is that you've got that multiple time frame approach. You can obviously look at that from multiple time frames and try and figure out what the hell is happening in here. And then from that information, you can make the read. So welcome in against data-wise. Well, we're obviously a bit skinny again today. It's not until tomorrow that we really start seeing stuff kicking off. We do have some data this afternoon at 3 o'clock. Eurozone, interestingly enough, Eurozone consumer confidence numbers come out at 3 o'clock. And we also have the US existing home sales numbers scheduled for 3 o'clock. And we'll obviously bring that across at that stage. In terms of other data, nothing much. Richmond manufacturing at 3 o'clock. Consumer confidence, as I said, from the Eurozone at 3 o'clock. So all eyes on 3 o'clock. But prior to that, of course, prior to 3 o'clock, we've got the small matter of the bond market open. We've got the NYMEX oil. We've got the COMEX gold, and we've got the equity cash. So we were right about that sell side NASDAQ, guys. You can see that the market maker max on top of that sell. And again, we've just pushed the bottom edge as if by some sort of voodoo magic. A crazy good winning trade again from 95s to 80s for $300 more tucked away into that bank account beautifully in line with that change, that storyline that came out post-pin. Post-pin. Who would have thought it, guys? Post-pin and you're making the big monies. You'll notice all my arrows today, well, bar one, all my arrows by one today have all been post-pin trades. Look, sell side, sell side, sell side, sell side, buy side, buy side, sell side, buy side, sell side, sell side, sell side. And they've all been profitable, 100% winners today on every single trade so far at the moment, which is pretty good going. Anyway, I'm going to grab some lunch since I've got nothing else to mention. There's not very much, as I said, from data-wise. So we'll grab lunch and get started as soon as.